It got dirty. It's filthy. One rainstorm did that.
Hey guys, how you doing? So day 2, we're in Moline, Illinois, making our way into Iowa. Lost pretty much a day's worth of riding. Looking at about 400, 500 mile trip today. Going to try to get ourselves into South Dakota. Looks to be a beautiful day. 154 miles away, so that being said, I got me some riding to do. Alright, let's try and figure my way out of here. Woo! It's a little warm and muggy today. It is a little warm and muggy today. Okay, Holiday Inn Express, see you later. Moving on. I'm going to pull in here. I'm going to pull right here. In front. Okay. I'll pull right here and fix my helmet. I'm going to cinch up on that bag. I feel it bouncing. I'm feeling it bounce. It's got to settle. That's what happened the other night. Pull on it more, and it eventually settles in and doesn't bounce on my back. But I don't like the way it is. It's sitting too high. So show you. See, it's just up too high. If I turned it vertically and leaned it up like if it was a passenger, that would be great. That blue dry bag, which has my camping gear in it, should be on the back. And I got my food, and I got a thing of water. And I should be holding that with a net on the back, so we'll figure it out. Just to let you know, I don't know if I mentioned it before, these side cases on this particular set of years, second gen, they're only allowed to hold 20 pounds each. I got 21 pounds in each one of them. Well, 20 pounds, 20 point something, and then 21 point something in the other one, which is pretty good. Very well balanced. The bike is balanced very well. So I'm happy with that. I don't want to mess with the side cases at all. But this thing on my actually it's not bad now. Okay, we'll see. I'm getting used to the additional weight on the top. When I first jumped on it and pulled out of the driveway back in New Hampshire, I wasn't expecting the weight to be thrown to the side like it was. It caught me off guard, but I'm used to it now. No problems. So yesterday was a little cold. Today is not. It's actually totally different. The sky is fantastic. It's blue, wonderful blue. I don't know if I want to stop at a truck stop or I want to stop at a rest area. I'd like a place to get a little shade and figure things out. 22 hours on the bike. I was a little, I think it was 22 hours. I don't even remember. On the bike, 1,216 miles. I was tired. I didn't want to do nothing but sleep. And although I was wired, the minute I laid in bed, it caught up to me. So, that's it. And I will catch you on the next one. Mississippi River. That's cool. Riding the bike right now, I really feel like I've come home. Really do. I'm well adapted to riding this. I'm very comfortable on it. So it took a day of a little shock therapy to get me into riding, but day 2 here, I mean, I'm like built for the bike right now. So very good, very good. I just figured I'd share that because one thing I'm noticing, I'm very comfortable riding this. I had a good night's sleep. I'm refreshed. I'm hydrated, and I'm in really, really good spirits. Okay, let's go. So here we are, historic Iowa City. I'm at a rest area. I spent the night in Moline. Changed the configuration of the bags around, so they're settling back in. So I just pulled over to just check the cargo, make sure everything was okay, and everything seems to look okay. So I just pulled the bags a little tighter. I think I'm going to tonight I'm going to plan on trying to get a campsite, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to splay the whole packing ideas around. A couple of things I didn't think about is what to do with dead space. What I mean by that is I have cases that are, you know, pre-fit for my GoPros and all that, and I keep them in the quick grab and go, but I find that when I'm done with the GoPros, or if I got to pack in the rain and stuff, I'm not going to put them back in the case. So what I'm doing is I'm just shoving them in every little nook and cranny that I can find in the bike. And what I'm realizing is those cases are taking away space. And I actually put one of them in the big bag, and I'm a little bit regretting it now because I got some cables in there. So I'm going to need to go back in there and try to rethink where everything should go. So if I need something, I know where to go. You know, I use that PackSafe thing, and that's decent in terms of peace of mind. But one of the things that's a problem with it, at least for me, is you got to unpack it, you got to unzip it, you got to pull the cable. I mean, you got to kind of dig it out. It doesn't pay to put it on every time you want to lock it up because it's just a 10 or 15 minute job. It's better to open it up because it takes 5 minutes to do that, but it's an annoying 5 minutes, and that kind of drives me crazy. But I want to be able to lock all that up. Not that I don't trust people, but I know there are opportunists out there, and if I leave the bike for any length of time, somebody could go over to it, and you never know. You never know. I don't mind losing a sleeping bag. I do mind losing a laptop. But anyway, I'm having a ball. First day was really a hard push, but it was a good hard push. Nothing really happened. I mean, the bike, I had one GoPro go out on me. It cooked. They are a glitchy device, to be honest with you. I had a spare one. I'm going to be using it. The footage isn't the greatest in the world on it, but I'm going to be using it for just some quick B-roll and so forth. That's about it. So I'm going to push on through South Dakota. And I think I'm going to try to camp near the Badlands, try to set up a campsite near the Badlands. If I could do that, that would be great. I'm still, 5 to 6 hours away. I'm going to chalk up the fact that I'm a day behind. That's all. I'm a day behind. But it's good because it's better than being more, right? And weather was a factor, and just time. I mean, when you do these maps, they factor in the fact that you're not going to stop for gas. They factor in the fact that you're not going to do a pit stop.
They factor in the fact that you're not going to eat, that you're just going to drive straight through. And ultimately what it wound up being is I wound up being 400 miles short. It's a long time, you would think, but I think when I first pulled the map and all that, the traffic patterns were different than they are the day I left. So I do not regret leaving at 7 p.m. and driving through the night. That was perfect. Anywhere that would have had congested traffic, I did not experience congested traffic. I drove through New York. I drove through Pennsylvania. I was beautiful up until the sun came up. So the only traffic I've hit so far is in the Chicago area. Other than that, I've just been driving, speed limit speed, and at times on the highway being the only one that you can be seen for miles. You know, no taillights in front of me, no headlights behind me, which is great. All right, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to have a drink of water. I just did a walk around the bike. You got to do that every now and then I'm going to get rolling again. See you in a bit. It got dirty. It's filthy. One rainstorm did that. I'm getting pretty comfortable with being out. And what that means is, you know, the first time I stopped and pulled over, I forgot to do this or I forgot to do that. And I had to pull over and I had to get that done. I had to forget to do this and I forgot. And that slowly started going away, you know. Now I get this checklist in my head that when I'm pulled over, before I go, I just know to go around the bike and, you know, cross all those T's and dot those I's. So the past, I don't know, several times that I've pulled the bike over, it's been a non-issue rolling forward. So that's a good side. So it's actually calming me down a little bit. So I stopped, had lunch, pulled over for a little bit over an hour. Yeah, maybe about an hour. A little longer than I wanted to. I mean, it's not like I had a meal. I just had some quick grab and go stuff, some protein. And I did a little rearrangement to the bike, so it makes a little more sense. I did the upload of some GoPro files to my laptop. That's actually what took me so long. But the good thing is after I did that, I actually have the laptop now in the back on the charger because I have that power inverter, that little trip light. And next time I pull over, I'll have a fresh battery on the laptop that I can continue on. I think I can move the files quicker than I'm making them, so it's not a bad thing. I'm going 80 west, 279 miles to my destination. So, still in Iowa. It's actually pretty country. I didn't expect it, you know. They call these the flyover states, but, you know, if I had a little bit more time, if I wasn't pushed to try to get out west more, you know, this would be a pretty good areas to explore. And I might put that on my next bucket list. So, go as far out as I can, explore the west side, and just start exploring closer and closer to east each time so so you get a little bit more time to spend if you do 2-week jaunts. You know, just keep going until I just can't do it no more. So it's a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying it.
my mindset is changing, so that's a good thing. That's what I needed to do. I needed to get out of my my rut. So this is changing my mindset. And like I said, I'm exposed now to outdoors more, and I'm really liking it. I'm really liking it. I mean, I used to like it. I like it again. I'm noticing now the terrain is getting more hilly. There's a lot less open grasslands. I'm finding myself climbing hills more. Still farmland, but it's more hilly, that's for sure. You don't get the long and expansive views that we were getting before. There's still some, but nothing like earlier. So the terrain is already starting to change. You look over there. There's definitely some third dimension to the land now. Is up and down. So I can't wait for the next state. The next state should be something new. Okay, we seem to be back to plains with a little bit of mountain. We're getting a little bit of mountains there. Some hills down over there. So it's changing now. Right now I'm on Route 29 heading out to Sioux Falls. So I'll be entering South Dakota. Well, I'll be in Sioux Falls at about 136 miles. My destination, which was originally the Red Roof Inn. There's another Goldwing going the other way. That's about it. More farmland. More big sky. More of the same. We'll see what happens in South Dakota. It's my understanding that South Dakota just is pretty much all the same as well, but when you get out to the Badlands, it just the scenery drastically changes, so that's where I'm going to probably start really seeing some change. But we'll see. I don't know. It's been a long, long time since I've been out here. Oh, that windshield took a beating. I'm also noticing the bugs are getting bigger. They're putting bigger spots on my windshield. Colorful ones, too. Anyway, so I'm going to stop in Sioux Falls tonight. That's one day behind. But that's okay. I'm going to stay at the original place I was going to stay, which is the Red Roof Inn. Crash out. Actually, pack it in a little early. Do some video uploading. I got a lot to do. Tomorrow I'll be heading to the Badlands. I'll be checking that out. Driving that out. This may be the last day I do the major interstates. Or I might do the interstate for about, I don't know, a couple of 100 miles, and I might get off the major interstates. And from here on in, this trip is all secondary roads. I beat the crap out of these tires. They've been running on the tops. There hasn't been much lane changes or leaning or anything like that, so I want to start wearing in these tires. So we'll start that sometime tomorrow, in for the rest of this vacation. All right, with that, I'm going to, I'll probably check in at the hotel and call it a night. I'll talk to you.